Hi, my name is Tim Knipp. I am one of the teaching pastors here at Hillcrest Chapel, and I'm here with Mr. Rob Haskell. Rob and I are going to be leading a seminar on faith and politics in a couple weeks. And Rob, this fall with the upcoming elections, I've heard a number of people asking this question of how do we as Christians engage with a society that is, it's pluralistic. There are people of many faiths and no faith, and it's a democratic society. Where everyone has a voice. What has guided some of your thinking as you've wrestled with that question?
Well, an important thing for me has always been, as it is for all Christians, what did Jesus think about? Or how did Jesus handle this kind of a thing?
What did Jesus do?
Exactly, right. Now, and that can be very superficially kind of said and thought sometimes, right? Because we think, well, Jesus was a nice guy, so whatever's the nice thing to do, it must have been what Jesus was going to do or something like that. Of course, the question of what would Jesus do is a biblical question, right? Intensively, in some senses. We want to go back to the text of the Bible, to the historical situations in which Jesus found himself, and kind of look at what kind of picture is painted there of the interaction between, and this is the wrong way to say it, but the church and the world, because the church as such wasn't perhaps in existence when Jesus lived and taught. But of course, the themes are there, right? And so, how did Jesus interact with the political powers of his day? How did he envision that kind of dynamic? And so that's one of the areas we're going to cover, and I'm going to talk particularly about that historical dimension of how we think about politics.
Yeah.
And that's hopefully going to help us we can extract from that and extrapolate into our situation.
Yeah.
So, but Tim, where should people go to find out more about this and to get pumped about it?
Yeah. Well, if you want to get pumped about it, what you do is, the details for when and where this is going to be are going to be in the email, the Hillcrest Weekly email. And so go to hillcrestchapel.com to sign up. It's going to be here at Hillcrest. As of the making of this video, the time and date are to be determined, but they will be available for you. And come. It'll be fun. We're going to make sure that it's a environment that is welcoming for all people. This isn't going to be a time where we tell you who to vote for, or where we get in arguments about kind of current political questions, but rather a time where, by looking at the example of Jesus, by looking at other scriptures and theological ideas in the Bible, that we develop a map, maybe some principles for how do we as Christians engage with a society where not everybody sees the world as we do. How do we do that in a way that advances the agenda of the kingdom in a way that Jesus will be pleased with? Important question for today, and we'd love for you to enjoy it. Join us. So thanks, and hopefully see you then.